Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back! Today we're going to be checking out a game called Where Gods Rot. I'm kind of covering it right now. There you go! I've been wanting to play this one for a while because it looks awesome. And we're just going to dive on in and check it out. I think it's like got 12 endings, so this is going to be fun. Alright. Ooh, yeah, gallery. Let's check this out. Oh, there's a lot of artwork to hunt down. Okay. We're going in blind, like always. Oh, it doesn't look like it's giving us a content warning, so hang on a second. According to the page, here is the warnings for this game. This game is intended for audiences aged 16 and above because of the themes it contains. Includes strong language, physical violence, suicide, child abuse, manipulation, depersonalization, religious themes. If any of that bothers you or you just don't want to deal with it today, please click away. I want all my little chickadees to be safe and sound. And I'll see you next time. For everybody else who wants to stick around, here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup. You are surrounded by darkness. It's hard to tell whether you're inside or outside. The rest of your senses are not providing any further clarity either. There's a lack of smells or sounds. All you know is that you're standing somewhere in a dark place. How did you get here? Looking ahead, you see something. You walk towards it and it takes shape. Oh no! Oh, dude, you look horrible. Oh no. A man hangs in the air, suspended by his restrained arms. Odd metallic enclosures encapsulate his hands and feet. A mask covers half his face. He stares at you with hypnotizing yellow eyes. You're about to speak, but before you can open your mouth, words begin to form in your head. They feel foreign, as if not your own, but instead forcefully pushed into your mind from an outside source. Hello, little human. You stare at the man in disbelief. The conclusion you're coming to is surreal. He's not the one speaking, right? Who are you? Why are you in my head? Sorry about that. The mask won't allow me to speak normally, but your mind will do just fine. My name is Zeno. Aw, poor buddy. Is he a god? Because it's called Where Gods Rot. But he's definitely got on someone's bad side. Can we save? Yeah. Ooh, it's green. Where am I? What are you? Why are you chained up? Where am I? We are in the universal prison. What? Why am I inside of prison? Don't worry. You're not here for any crimes. You're brought here for a certain purpose, and I'll put you back once it's done. What do you mean I was brought here? Why? That part is a little complicated, and would take too long to explain. Besides, you'll probably just give me one of those nonsense, realistic responses and pretend you don't believe me for a while. What? Next question. Where am I? What are you? Why are you chained up? Oh, yay! We can ask the other ones. What are you? Depends on who you ask. I've had many names over the millennia. For the divine, I'm called a black hole. For someone like you, it's easier to describe me as an anti-god. You open your mouth to say something. Next question. Why are you chained up, buddy? Because I'm a criminal. What did you do? I killed worlds. This is the only place they could lock me up. It was made for creatures like me, ones that aren't easy to kill. You glance at the metal contraption holding him up. There's no way you did all that. You're messing with me. Your little puppet here is starting to bore me. What? Got any more questions? I think we asked them all, right? Yeah. Everything you just learned is borderline insane. Are you truly standing in front of someone? Stop. The disbelieving person that refuses to accept a situation wildly abnormal for their pathetic little life is old and boring act. And frankly, I've been locked in here too long to put up with it. What in the world are you talking about? I know you're not actually here with me. You're reading my words on a screen. He looks at you, past the person standing before him, through its colorless eyes, past the darkness and through the concept of reality. He looks at you. The person in front of me is a puppet, and its purpose is to represent you, make you feel more engaged with the game. Is that right? Okay. This is spooky. It is. Puppet! It now says puppet! What do you want from me? I'm surprised you feel the need to ask. I want you to set me free. Why would I do that? Because that's the only way to finish this game. There's 12 endings, and all of them require you to free me. I'll give you one right now. If you do it, I know you want it. Whoa! This is cool vibes. This is like breaking the fourth wall vibes. I freaking love this. This is like... Yeah, okay. Never ending story vibes. Okay, set him free. Don't do it. Let's set him free. Loud clicks and clacks echo through the empty space around you. You expect it to come from the restraints on his limbs, but once they stop, the only thing that falls off is his mask. Zeno grins. Undo. All at once, his restraints snap open. He lands on his feet in a crouching position before quickly straightening. Hey, buddy! Oh, you have very pretty hair! It was a pleasure doing business with you, mortal. Pray we don't have to meet again. He holds up his empty hand. Here's your ending. It was that easy, huh? Oh, he's so pretty. Look at him. Hey, buddy. It's one of the endings of us getting together. Just ask him for a friend. Ask him for a friend. Okay, what happens if we... Don't do it. Trying to play hard to get, are we? Alright. I'll entertain you for a while longer. What if I never let you go? What if I refuse to let you destroy any more worlds? Why would someone as powerful as you even need my help? Now that's a valid question. What if I never let you go? And leave the game unfinished? Without getting a single ending? What would be the point in that? Leave the game? I want more than just the ending screen. Your cockiness might convince me to drop the game, though. Leave the game. It actually closed the game. Hang on. Hang on. You get back here. You get back here. How dare you? Don't run away from me. Oh, goodness. He straight up was like, bye. Okay, load. Don't do it. Okay, what if I never let you go? I want more than just an ending screen. Your cockiness might convince me to drop the game, though. Yeah, perhaps. But then a different player, who finds me endearing, will show up. They'll free me and get the ending. You won't. And I'll get what I want either way. You're so sure of yourself. What if nobody does? I'm familiar enough with human nature to know that some of you would do it. You're curious. You want to finish the game. And you won't treat me like a real criminal. After all, this is a game. You're certain I don't exist and that none of your actions here will have any consequences. Am I right? You seem to really dislike humans. If I'm to take you seriously, you're likely to attack my planet after me, or someone else sets you free. Are you starting to get worried? Fortunately for you, I swore a long time ago I wouldn't touch Earth anymore, and I kept my promise. Not anymore. What do you mean you've done it? You've done it in the past? I'm not gonna talk about that. If you hate me, feel free to go, mortal. Okay, we're gonna free him, because leave the game is just gonna close it again on us. Okay, free him. What's this? Don't like my attitude, and yet you still don't want someone else to set me free. I'm, I'm simply competitive, he chuckles. Sure, if you say so. I'll be taking my leave now. Hope you enjoy your well-deserved ending. From annoying jerk to you. He's flipping us off. Zeno! Oh my god. Well, we've gotten 2 so far. Let's see. Don't do it. I'm gonna save this here. No, back. What if I never let you go? Let's finish this part. I want more than just an ending screen. Fair enough. What else do you want then? What else can you offer? Some of these choice games are romantic, right? Do you want a kiss as a reward once you've set me free? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh my gosh, there's just so many options. Okay. It's no fun if you just do it to get out. It'll do. I'll set you free. No, I don't want to kiss you. Yeah, let's set him free. Look at that smirk! Look at that smirk, you little devil! You thought it'd be coming from the restraints, but the only thing that fell off is the mask. Come on closer. I won't have much time once the rest of my strains are off. He'll know I'm free. He? The warden. Scary guy. You don't want to meet him. Oh, he's pouting now. You step closer. He mumbles something, but you're unable to make out what exactly. What did you say? Nothing important. Just kiss me. It'd probably be too much to ask this guy for a please. He leaned forward, cupping both of his cheeks. He leans in as well until your lips meet. He tastes oddly pleasant, like a dish you tasted at some point and forgot about. He never tries to pull away. You're the one to do it. Once you're satisfied, and when you do, he tries to lean forward and follow after you, but the restraints don't allow him to get far. Aw, I think he liked our kiss. He was trying to go with us to continue it. You sure are eager for a mean, non-romanceable character. Aw, no, non-romanceable. Your remark gets a chuckle out of him. Hey, it's been decades since the last time I got any kind of physical contact. This prison doesn't offer kisses and cuddles. I wouldn't say you deserve them. Why did you give me one then? I didn't give it. I took it. He snorts. Undo. The rest of the restraints come undone. He lands on his feet in a crouching position but quickly straightens. You take a step back to give him space, but you don't get far. An arm suddenly wraps around your waist, pulling you towards him again. Would you mind taking another? Yes! Okay, save. Fine. You're kind of greedy, but I'll allow it. He looks satisfied with that response. Now that he has permission, Zeno brings his face close to yours again. He lingers inches from your mouth for a moment. When he does kiss you, it's hungrier than the first. He knows it'll also be the last, so he's making the best of it. It doesn't last long, though. There's a hint of nervousness in his eyes once he pulls away. His eyes dart around. But when they meet yours, the cheeky smile is back. It was nice meeting you, human. But it's about time I left. Until we meet again. Will we? Fate could be funny like that. He gives a little salute. Ah! Until we meet again. Kissy, 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 kissy. Okay, what if we say one was enough? Huh? Was the first one that bad? Maybe I've grown rusty. He lets you go and steps back. Then I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for freeing one of the worst criminals in the universe for the price of one kiss. I hope it was worth it. It was that easy, huh? Okay, we got to kiss him! Okay, which one was it? Was it this one? It's no fun if you just do it to get out. You want the whole love story. I'm flattered, but I doubt we have much of one in the dark void with me all chained up. Besides, romancing me would be pretty depressing. How so? Black holes normally can't leave permanent imprints on people. Not unless you're a god or another black hole. We live to create chaos, and that chaos is erased by the divine. So most people I meet will forget I ever existed. Does that mean I'll forget you once the game has ended? Your puppet will. But since the game itself doesn't break any of your world's rules, you, the player, won't forget. Either way, there's no time or point in dating me right now. Do you want the kiss or not? Okay. Okay, and this is just like the previous one. Yeah, okay. I'm making sure I get all of it. Aren't you sweet? You should learn to be a little greedier, though. Who knows? Maybe you couldn't got more than a kiss with enough persuasion. He gives you a wink. Oh well, not this time, though. It's better if you never have to deal with me again. Not this time, little heart. He is so freaking adorable. I love him. Okay, no, I don't want to kiss you. No? How about hitting me then? What? I don't know. Maybe you'll have some pent-up anger and frustration. Or you can't stand me. Or maybe you feel the need to punish a big bad criminal like myself. Whatever it is, you can hit me, but you have to set me free in return. See, I'm not doing that either, you weirdo. Not your thing? Alright then, I have another option. I'll give you a charm. A cheat word, if you will. A cheat word? The jerk who helped me get you here set up a lot of conditions. It's only fair that I inconvenience him a little in return. So, if you're ever in a tight spot because of some colorless asshole, type the word immune. Consider it a present from me to you. That is immune, right? Immune. Interesting. Care to tell me more about this person? I'd really rather not. Just let me go. I gave you the extra thing you asked for. Oh, we can only set him free. Loud clicks and clacks echo through the empty space around you. Thanks. It was nice meeting you. Hopefully for the last time. For your sake. Wait. M-I-N-U... Hang on. I didn't think that was immune. It didn't look like immune. Is it? I'm writing this down. Minoon? 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 Minoon, minoon, minoon? Huh. need to go? Okay, I already got that one. Okay, yeah, we did all this one. Oh, yeah, that's better. Oh, you step closer. He stares at you expectantly as if you were waiting for his check at a restaurant, not a punch in the face. You clench your hand into a fist, draw it back, and aim for his left eye. Dude, we could have hit him in his stomach, not in his freaking face. He makes no sounds upon contact. The only sign of impact is his face scrunches up for a moment. The next hit goes to his stomach. His eyes widen. No grunts or yelp, only silence. You continue to punch different parts of his body. At one point, you switch to kicking. Zeno never tells you to stop, but you do eventually. You put your full force into those hits. You're tired by the time it's over. Despite this, there isn't a single bruise on him. No scratches, no swelling, nothing. Zeno's expression remains neutral as well. He doesn't look angry, hurt, or sad. Was that fun? Sadly, my body doesn't bruise, so you can't really see any damage on me. But hey, it did hurt plenty. Now free me. How do I know you won't try to hurt me back after I set you free? I mean, he deserves to hurt us back after we hit him like that. Hurt you? I don't have time to find wherever on earth you are right now. The most I could do is give you a little spook. But that's gonna help the warden find me, so it's not worth it. What if you try to find me later? Maybe, if you really want me to. His eyes narrow wickedly in a hidden smile. Something is telling you those hits you just landed didn't meet their intended purpose. He takes a step towards you. You take one back. Scared, are we? Did you think I was lying? You know, I am the one who told you to hit me. His arms shoot out and grasp yours. If anything, I appreciate it. It's been ages since I felt anything. You struggle out of his grip. He makes no attempt to keep his hold on you. He's toying with you. Hope you had fun wrecking me, you sadistic little bitch. Sadistic bitch. Oh, look at that. I think he is going to hunt us down later because of that one. Oh dear. I'm sorry. You told me to. Okay. Let's see. What if I refuse? I think we finished the what if I never let you go section. So let's move on to what if I refuse to let you destroy any more worlds. Trying to play the hero, are we? That's very sweet of you. But I'll still get out sooner or later now that I have this game set up. And since you're no divinity, you have no say in it. I could try to kill you. You're free to try. But I wouldn't be here if I was that easy to kill. I have the power to free you. I'm guessing that not just anybody can do that. How do I know you don't have the power to do more? For a moment, you see genuine doubt and worry in Zeno's eyes. You begin to move towards him. He watches closely as you lift your hands to his neck. It's not going to work. He says that, yet the worry in his eyes flicker into fear. His skin isn't cold to the touch like you expected. He feels very much alive. You could even see the breaths he's taking as his chest moves up and down. Your grip tightens. We're choking him? Come on. After staying still the entire time, Zeno finally begins to struggle. He tries to jerk away from your grasp, but being suspended in the air, he doesn't accomplish much. Let go. You're gonna regret this if you don't. You keep your grip firm. The fear gets mixed with anger. Did you not fucking hear me? I swear, I'll wreck you when I'm out of here. I'll rip you to pieces. Stop. Keep squeezing. You ignore his threats and focus on his neck instead. I'm not gonna die. Tighter. It's useless. You're just digging your own grave. And tighter. Get your fucking hands off of me. I can't breathe. His green face turns into a darker shade of blue. His eyes have gone wide. No more foreign words appear in your head. You don't stop. Not until a good while after his body has slumped over, unmoving. Then you step away. Oh no, we actually killed him. Run like a coward. But there won't be anywhere to run when I get my hands on you. Oh, we fucked up. Oh no. I didn't want to kill you. Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's stop this time. Discouraged by his threats, you let go of his neck and step back. Zeno's anger doesn't die out. Now that his fear has vanished, his rage flares up like a hungry fire. Let me out of here. Press the fucking button. You're gonna kill me if I do. Meet your damn purpose, you insect. What are you doing? Don't you dare. That's the only thing I can do. I'll find you. Just you wait. How many do we have so far? Oh, so we have half of them? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have half of the artwork. I don't even know how many endings we've got. Oh no. He is not happy with us. Maybe there's a hidden button. What? He wouldn't do that. I don't know who you're talking about, but if there's an option, I'll find it. You notice a twitch in his left eye. You must be getting on his nerves. Why don't you use it then? There's no button, MC, but you can give him a few extra years in prison if that's what you really want. Oh no. What? The calm expression he's been wearing until now shatters. His eyes light up with pure fury. I guess I'll take what I can get. So long, asshole. Come back! Don't you dare leave me here. Zero, you fucking piece of shit. I'll show both of you and this human what the hell feels like. I'm not spending another second in this goddamn rat hole. There's cracks in his anger, and with them you see desperation. Are you listening? Let me out. I'm not staying here. I'll go insane for good. That fucking thing is going to... Oh, it actually closed again. Is Zero the one keeping him contained? Ah. Okay, okay, we did that one. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so... See, I think we did all these, right? Yeah, we did all these. Alright, time for the last one. Why would someone as powerful as you even need my help? Even anti-gods have limits. This prison was made to contain beings like me. They said it's impossible to get out. But I'm obviously not going to let that stop me. And you need the help of a tiny little human like me? His eyes narrow from the smile beneath his mask. Your contribution is small. Only the final step of it. All you've done is telling the game to free me. so that everything would be done according to the rules and my escape wouldn't be undone by the divine. Anybody could give that command. Don't give yourself more credit than you're due. In that case, why should I bother? Sounds like you don't need me. Then why don't you have whoever else is helping you press the button? Hey now, don't be like that. Did I upset you? Somehow you can tell. He doesn't care whether he did. You just can't help but be condescending, can you? Even if my role is small, you'll be stuck here if I don't do it, won't you? Alright, I'm being a jerk. I've been locked in here with nothing but darkness for decades. Kinda forgot how to be polite. And you want me to believe you're suddenly sorry after giving me a lecture about how insignificant I am. Fair enough. What do you want me to do to be forgiven and for you to set me free? There's something you really hate doing? Grovel at my feet. I want a favor. He raises an eyebrow. What kind of favor? One I could ask you for at any time in the future. What makes you so certain you'll see me again? This is an option in the game. That means it won't be the last time I see you. Besides, you're not very useful all tied up like that anyway. Funny. Alright, I'll accept it. If you set me free, I promise to grant you one favor that you can use at any point when we meet again. In that case, I'll see you around, human. You better take full advantage of this deal. A favor. That's pretty cool. I wonder what favor we'd use. Grovel at my feet. Is that what you're into? Do you want me to set you free or not? Alright, let's say I do agree to grovel. How am I meant to do that all tied up? Undo his bindings. Xeno eyes go wide as all four of his bindings open, releasing his limbs and sending him crashing to the floor. The only thing that stays on is his mask. Oh, he didn't land gracefully this time. He sits up and touches his face, to find that that's still in place. He looks at you again. He is no longer amused. How did you do that? The same way I've been doing everything. Just pressed a button. You take a step towards him. It's like you said. I'm disconnected. I'm somewhere far away, and whatever happens here doesn't affect me. So it's pretty easy for me to leave you trapped and go on with my life. Unless you convince me not to. Xeno holds your gaze, eyes narrowed and brows furrowed. Oh, he's not happy with that answer. Alright then, human, have it your way. Oh, he really is groveling. Oh, look at his so pretty little luminescent freckles. He gets on all fours and bows his head until he nearly touches the ground. I'm sorry for mocking you. Please, set me free. What's so special about that mask? Seems like the main thing keeping you here. I'm powerless if I can't use my voice, so that means there's no way out. You laugh. So when you have that mask on, you're no different from me in terms of power. He got silent. His head is still bowed, so you can't see his expression. Are you going to set me free or not? Oh. Tell him to beg some more. Oh! Oh, he looks so concerned. Look at that. His hand grabs your legs with such speed that it makes you jump. You expect an attempt at harming you, but when he looks up, a mixture of anger and despair swirls in his eyes. You don't know what it's like being locked in here. The times you're all alone with the darkness are blessings. If you're not alone, that means he is here. He? The warden. Images flash through your mind. They do not show anything in particular, bits and pieces of things you might have seen at some point. They all have one thing in common. They make you feel uneasy, like something awful is about to happen, like you need to run. Let me out. I'm begging you. I don't want to wait for another player. He's probably on his way here right now. You undid my bindings. He tugs on your clothes. Please. Oh no. Oh, I want to set him free, but... Oh. I didn't know if he'd do anything if we tried leaving the game again. Oh my god. This game has closed on me so many times. This is like a record amount of like game closings. Oh my gosh. Load. Okay, let's set him free. You feel a sense of urgency. You don't know exactly what is coming. You just know you don't want to be here when it arrives. And you're not cruel enough to leave Zeno to deal with it after he did as you ask. After a loud click, the mask falls from his face. His hand finds his cheek. He rubs his own face in disbelief, then pushes himself into a standing position. The despair from before is gone. All that is left now is anger and hatred. Consider yourself lucky I have no time to stick around and show you what hell looks like. But don't worry, I'll make sure your pathetic little life on Earth will take a turn for the worse soon enough. You don't get to bring me to the point of despair and get away with it. Oh, yeah, he mad. He mad at us. But also, this artwork is so freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, we did that one. Okay, what do we set him free here? Okay, so that's the same. What is something you really hate doing? The look he gives you makes it seem like he wants to laugh, but the mask is blocking any sound he might be making. You're going down that route, huh? The one thing I hate is dancing, but unfortunately for you, I'm not in a position where I could do that. Undo his bindings. Xeno's eyes go wide. Okay. He sits up and touches his face to find that it's still in place. When he looks at you again, he no longer seems amused. Are we gonna make him dance? Dance for us! He gave you that ability. The bastard, of course he did. He shakes his head and picks himself up off the floor. Fine then. My clothes are in the optimal condition, so don't blame me if I suddenly lose my pants. He extends a hand towards you. Shall we dance? What? Why would I do it? You're the one trying to get me to forgive you. And you'll get to see how much I hate doing it from up close if you join me. You look into his eyes, searching for signs of trickery, but it's hard to tell what he's planning. Hesitantly, whether you like it or not, the puppet takes his hand. Standing next to him now, as he sets a hand on your waist and places yours on his shoulder, you realize he's shorter than you expected. Despite this, those yellow eyes look at you as if from a much higher above. He steps back and you follow. The dance begins. You expect him to stumble, for his movements be clumsy and stiff, but it's quite the opposite. Not even the loose, withering clothes he's wearing affect the precision with which he leads. As you follow, matching his pace, you realize music has started to play. You look around, trying to find the source, but the darkness around you remains unchanged. A hidden piano leads the orchestra, or perhaps Zeno's steps themselves dictate what the instruments play. It starts to speed up and you do your best to keep up. This is not what you imagined when you made the request. You shouldn't look away from your partner. We're in a ballroom now? What's with the wallpaper? When you face him, the darkness of the room has been lifted. You're in a small room. The floors are wood, the walls are covered in old peeling paper. There are paintings of people on the walls, but you're dancing too fast and turning too often to make out who is in them. What's happening? Don't think about it too much. Looking at his face again, you find his brows are furrowed. What little you can see of his face is strained. His eyes are fixated upon you, as if he's too afraid to gaze upon anything else. He does hate dancing. The hand you're holding shoots up, taking yours with it. The second lets go of your waist, he spins you. And once you come full circle, you stand in the middle of the same darkness as before. The music has stopped, and so do the two of you. For someone who hates dancing, you're pretty good at it. I don't hate it because I'm bad at it. It brings back awful memories. And dancing in front of people is embarrassing. So, you made me dance with you to not have me staring. That's cheating. Is it? You never specified the details. But, if it's worth anything, I didn't find it pleasant, so I'd like my mask removed now. You sigh. Set him free. With a clicking sound, the mask falls to the floor. Thanks. Even though I loved it, you made a decent dance partner. Hopefully I won't ever have to do that again. He makes a brief motion with his hands as he turns away from you. A dance. Oh, look at him. He so totally hated that. Who is it? Who is that? Who is that? And look, it looks like they're looking at them. Is that Zero? I have questions. Okay, we're missing one of the images. I don't know if we've gotten all the endings, though. Because that's 8 right there. And I think we've gotten more than that, right? Maybe? I don't know if, like, where they close the game and stuff, any of those count. So maybe we haven't. Okay. What can we do now? Okay, we didn't do this one yet. Then why don't you have whoever else is helping you press the button? Because he doesn't want to. He sent you instead. Are you belittling me? Please. Oh, this is us. Please, you said you're so powerful and scary, yet you got yourself caught. Thrown in here, needed someone else to find a way to get you out, and now you're dependent on whether or not someone similar to me will press the one button. If I was in your position, I'd learn to be a little nicer. Your words don't seem to faze him much. Touché. Alright, I'll be honest with you. Right now I'm kind of pissed because the person who sent you here is toying with me. So I've been taking it out on you. At last, you hear something useful from him, though it's also concerning. Who even is this person? Another anti-god. He promised to get me out, and in exchange I agreed to play this dumb game with you. He didn't want to tell me what it's for, though. You agreed out of desperation. If you knew what this place is like, you would too. And you don't know what this anti-god wants with me? I don't. All he told me was not to kill you once he let me go. Wait. Are we really here for the other anti-god? You frown. Would you have done that otherwise? Only if you pissed me off enough to warrant it. I can already point out a few of the times he would have killed us. You decide to ignore that for now. There's something more concerning to focus on after all. Do you know how I can meet the other anti-god? What about our word? What about our password? Can we use it? I don't, but I doubt it matters. You'll probably meet him soon if he's so concerned about keeping you alive. What's his name? Zero. And he's not going to be mad that you told me all this? Who knows? It won't really matter if you set me free. Thanks, and good luck dealing with that bastard. If you thought I was annoying, you have no idea what's coming for you. Can we type in? Aw, I was hoping we could type that in. But that was Zero? He has an awesome freaking mohawk. Dude, Where do I use the password? Where do I use the password at? I think we hit everything, though. Huh. Hang on, I'm gonna see what I can do with the password, okay? That's gonna drive me crazy. I'll be right back. Okay. I looked it up and, well, I looked at someone else asking a similar question on the page. But apparently that password is gonna come in handy in another future game by this creator, so I guess I better write it on a more permanent a permanent piece of paper than just my hand, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's continue trying to get the endings. Start. Cause I think everything you learned is just insane. Trying to play hard to get, are we? Alright, I'll entertain you for a while longer. Ah, there we go! Because we said we didn't want to ask any questions. And we already did all of these, but we haven't done this one yet. Look at it! I will free you, but I want to know more about you. Yes, let's learn about the boy. What for? I'm simply curious. It's not every day that I meet someone who can rival gods. Your words amuse him. Don't admire me, human. Power is cold and lonely, especially when you have too much of it. I'd give it up if I could. Why can't you? It's complicated. The oversimplified version of it would be that I became this way against my will, and now my existence depends on creating chaos. Does that mean you'll regret what you did? The things that got you locked in here? Not really, but I do regret not doing something different when I still had the option. Okay, ask him to elaborate. Ask him if he'll continue this once he's free. Will you continue to destroy worlds? I have to. It's part of my nature as a black hole. Wherever I go, I cause chaos. You've been through many endings now. You've talked to him many times. There's no indication that he may be aware of this, but you notice a difference. Up until now, his eyes have been defiant, amused, angry. Now they simply look tired. But hey, why should you care? It's just a game. What if I care about the well-being of people within the game universe? Oh, please. You've already set me free a dozen times. This is your last one. Don't try to play the self-righteous role. So you do remember the other routes which you've gone through? Yeah, I remember. How? The barriers between worlds and timelines are easy to cross for my kind. We getting deep in now. He knows how many times we've, let him go. Is there a way to return a black hole to normal? Doesn't this mean you're never actually free from this place? That one's pretty smart. Okay. This takes him by surprise. Not as far as I'm aware. Are you sure? Have you searched everywhere? I've seen many places and spoke to many beings. No one has ever heard of a way to reverse it. It's never been done before. But more importantly, why are you asking me this? I don't think it's fair that you're being forced to do terrible things, and then you get in prison for them. It's not right. So, even if you want to help me, that's cute, but I don't really see what you could do. Even if there was a way, I doubt it's accessible for a human. I'm not an ordinary human anymore, though. I'm the one who met and released a black hole from a prison that's meant to be inescapable. Have you become proud of your abilities, your little game buttons give you? Yes. Yes, I am proud. Fine. I won't try to talk you out of it. I know the chances are small, but I want to look for a way. And what did I do to deserve such dedication out of nowhere? It's not just you, is it? Judging from what you told me, there's others like you. And there could be more in the future. I want to help. Bummer. I was hoping you to say I charmed you. You kind of have. Oh, get over yourself. That too. Oh, you agree. Good. Perhaps when we meet again, you'll be more respectful instead of treating me like I'm beneath you. Or by then, I would have forgotten who you were. That's fine. I'll make sure to remind you. He opens his mouth and closes it. You expect him to say something, say the command that releases his limbs. But he's hesitating for some reason. Aren't you gonna get out of those? What's your name? Why should I tell you now, if you'll forget me anyway? He smirks. I never forget names. Ah! Sparrow, you better not forget me either. Undo. His restraints snap open and he's free once again. Instead of turning and leaving as usual, he looks back at you, sheepishly, while scratching the back of his head. This is an annoying feeling. Maybe I should forget you after all. He's blushing! Look! You raise an eyebrow and he finally turns away. He looks embarrassed, which is unusual, but you're not sure what caused it. Goodbye, Sparrow. He will remember. Oh, he's blushing. I think he kind of likes us. Okay, let's see. Get over yourself. How cold. You roll your eyes. You're anything but charming. I hope this doesn't mean you won't free me. Yes, I'll free you. Perhaps when we meet again, you'll be more respectful. Okay, we don't give him a name this time. His mask clicks and falls off. Oh, he does want our name. Okay, so this one goes the same way. Okay. Does this mean you never actually free from this place? The other versions of me I'm simply the last one left. So whether current me is going to be free still depends on you. That sounds a little complicated. What will you do as soon as you're free? Sleep. Okay, that is a perfect answer. I would do it too. Can you? Has he not been able to sleep at all in his restraints? Or is he just tired? You need sleep? I can't die of exhaustion, and my body doesn't technically need it, but my mind does get tired. So you have a place to go? A home? I suppose you could call it that. Where is it? It's hidden. Only I can get there. It's the one place where they can't touch me. Do you miss it? Definitely. It's not dark and empty, and I'm not constantly hanging in the air. What's it like then? Comfortable? Colorful? Too bad there's no pesky little humans to ask a million questions too. Take us with you! I wouldn't mind visiting. Oh? When did we become so close? Are we gonna exchange friendship bracelets yet? Sure! I'll make you a nice green one. How's that? You roll your eyes. You're the one who said you wanted me there. I said a human, never said it had to be you. You get the feeling he's messing with you more than usual. I thought you couldn't stand humans. I can stand you right now. That means I could keep one as a pet if I felt like it. Maybe I shouldn't free you this time. No, come on. I already gave you information. I'm not dancing again. How much of the other routes do you remember? Everything that ended with you setting me free. So, the one where I made you grovel. Yes, I remember that. Why, are you worried? How come you're not mad? You didn't do it to me. You did it to a different version of me. So why should I be? That makes no sense. Yeah, it's kind of supposed to be like that. You get used to it when you're an anti-god. But you're acting differently from the other routes. Well, this is the last conversation I'll have with you before I'm gone for good. I'll leave the anger to the guy who actually suffered through that. I didn't know you could get attached to a lowly human of all things. Because of this game, you're going to be one of the very few people who won't forget who I am. That's a bad thing, because Zero set you up for this. But that doesn't mean I don't want to enjoy this a little longer. Before he gets to you, at least. Are you worried about me? Maybe he is worried about us. Ooh, I wonder if there's going to be a follow-up game where we're, like, in Zero's hands. Because how do we leave after he leaves? Because Zero wants us. Oh. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You snort. You be careful, too, when you get out of there. Get out there. Or else I would have put up with you and freed you for nothing. The mask comes off. The familiar grin appears. Thanks. Undo. Off comes the restraints as well. He sets his hands on his hips after straightening himself. The smile hasn't left his face. Before I go, there's one more thing. Tell me your name. And you better not write something like Poop Master 69 or My Dig. I'm trying to have a moment over here. He knows. He knows what we are like. Okay. There. Alright. I'll see you next time then, Sparrow. Oh! I love this one. This gotta be one of my favorites of the drawings. Look at that. Next time. I am still poking around to make sure I have everything. Okay, we didn't get to this part. Ask him to elaborate. I have a proposition. How about you tell me your story, and in exchange, I'll set you free. You want to hear it that bad? I do. Fine. I guess that's a fair deal. Anything to get out of this place. Just don't use this to justify my actions or treat me like some poor, misunderstood baby. I don't like that shit. I'll do my best. There's a pause as he takes some time to gather his thoughts, then decide on where to start. You watch his expression shift. It's hard to tell what he's feeling when he starts talking. Oh wow, we're getting different artwork here. Okay. Story time. And this is the last option, so here we go, guys. Let's find out why our baby is in the dungeon. You'll probably find this funny and hypocritical, but I used to be human. Oh, came from the same place you did. When I was a kid, my father abandoned me. I was left in my mother's care, who was unstable. She was needy, erratic, and abusive. One moment, she would smile, caress me, and praise me. The next, she'll scream at me and lock me in the basement for days on end with little to no food. Other times, she just beat me. That was better than the basement. At least I didn't need to sleep on the floor. But it was really nothing special. Thousands, if not millions of kids have to live life similar to the way I did. It's really not worthy of more than just a, "aw, poor thing," before moving on. You want to argue with him, but he doesn't give you the chance. What he tells you next is far more shocking. Besides, I killed my mother when I was 14. Well, I mean, desperate to get out of the situation would do that. How did that happen? I want to say it was an accident, but I'd rather take responsibility. I am still the one who did it. I'm not going to go into detail about it, though. Alright, I won't force you. I ended up in a foster home, and obviously didn't get adopted, being so old and having a terrible history. My living conditions didn't exactly improve either. I got to learn firsthand how the little the world cares about the weak and helpless. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with you. It's how Earth was built. The weak suffer and the strong thrive. If anyone is to blame, it would be those who made it this way. But I'm getting distracted. To continue, my life didn't improve much after I turned 18. With a background like that, you don't have a lot of options. Becoming a criminal or homeless are your main options. Unless you get really lucky, I chose the first. I don't really have many happy memories from when I was a human. I think the ones that stuck with me were the terrible ones. I'm not trying to turn this into a sob story, but so don't interpret it as such. How did you become an anti-god? I was in church one day. I can't remember why I went there. It was definitely not a place I visited often, but I remember thinking I liked the paintings. The way the humans see God is a comforting figure, one that is meant to give us hope, to guide us. It's unfortunate how far they are from the truth. That's also where I met him. Oh, is that Zero? It looks like it with a mohawk. If I had to explain who he is to someone who had no idea who we are, I'd call him the devil. It was like the colors around him were being sucked into a vacuum, like he was a cutout from one of those old black and white movies. And something was screaming at the back of my mind that this person, this thing, shouldn't be here. It shouldn't exist. I don't think anyone else could see him. I don't know why he chose to show himself to me, of all people. Die? Uh-oh. He noticed me staring and turned to me. I remember feeling like time came to a stop. Everything around me was black and white. I couldn't hear anything but his voice. And he said, "You need to die." Was that Zero? Yeah, that was him. Who? Your player knows. Yep. You must think I was some sensitive wimp. Honestly, I'd been told far worse by my mom, by the pigs who looked after me when she died. But for some reason, his words got stuck in my mind. They haunted me. I should have made the decision by myself before I met him. Maybe then I would have stayed dead. But I got up on the roof of a 20-story building one night. Got a bottle of pills, too, for extra measure. I was tired of hearing it on loop in my head. Maybe because I knew he was right. I mean, what was I even alive for? I was just bathing in my own misery and spreading it to other people out of anger and spite. No! Did Zero kind of curse him? Like, put it in his head so it kind of cursed him? I had become one of the people, adding to all the hideousness of that poor excuse of a world. And as I looked down at the lights beneath, I realized I'd have to live with it for several more decades if I didn't do it. A world where the weak are at the mercy of the strong, where selfish people get their ways, where some live in hell and others live like kings. Children scream for help as they're tortured, as they're used. People's dreams crumble, and those who see no grief won't lend a hand because it doesn't concern them, because it would disturb their peaceful little lives. It's a world that will never change because that is the nature of humanity. I decided I'd rather be free. I don't really remember hitting the ground. I only remember waking up and seeing the pathetic beings called gods standing before me. And you know what they told me? They told me I had to leave, that I no longer belonged there. Well, angry and stupid as I was, I tried to fight them, and obviously it was pointless. You lost? I did, and I ran away with my tail between my legs. Been a long time since then. They said he had to leave and he didn't belong there. If Zero hadn't interfered, does that mean he would have become a normal god because he could have already seen Zero? Like, Maybe he was destined to be a normal god, but because of taking his life because of Zero, he became a anti-god, and that's why the gods like rejected him. Anyway, that's my story. That was a sad story. You're just continuing the cycle of evil. You were the product of a broken system. Aren't most of it? Aren't most of us? I don't want sympathy. Do you perhaps hate being pitied? Probably. We made a deal. You promised to set me free. All right. He still lands on his feet, but it takes him a little longer to stand up straight. His movements are sluggish. That's curious. You've never seen him tired before. At least you kept your word. He turns away from you. Stop him? Before he can leave, you speak up. You don't feel the same. What? When I'm talking to you, it doesn't feel the same as the way you describe Zero. He scoffed. Are you trying to comfort me? I'm no different. I'm also something that shouldn't exist. Maybe on Earth. But what about the universe itself? I don't think you're pointless. Aren't you smart? Think about what you want of me. I have to go now. We can't have the warden finding us because we spent too long chatting. Right. Goodbye then. A small smile returns to his face. Goodbye. Oh, and don't let him toy with you too much. I don't like it when he gets his way. Something that shouldn't exist. Is that him? That's him as a human! Oh! That was what the picture was in the ballroom. That's him as a human. See, he still has the same yellow eyes. Oh. Oh, I think that means we might have all of it. Okay, you're just continuing the cycle of evil. Okay, this is gonna be the last option before we have to leave our boy alone. And hopefully he's not destroying another world. So now you destroy worlds that have nothing to do with you, just because you have a tragic past? I think you forgot the part where I don't have a choice. I thought you didn't want to make excuses. I'm not. You're partially right, but I don't do this because... He shakes his head. Forget it. We made a deal. You promised to set me free. Alright. There's more to it, but he's not telling us. Oh, it just said he turns away from you. Okay. Our boy. Okay. I'm leaving it on this picture, because look at him. Sadistic bitch. Okay, I really enjoyed this. This was not what I thought this game was going to be whenever I came into it, honestly. And I love it. I like, he breaking the fourth wall left and right is really intriguing. I love that. I love that. And I like how it's kind of like hinting that there might be a sequel game, you know, about Xeno, because we have the password that they said would come in handy for a future game, and then it keeps saying like when you see Zero, when you see Zero. If there is not a sequel game to this, I am going to be slightly disappointed, but I mean, it's understandable. Hey, look, our purple almost matches. Whee! So I'm like, not putting pressure on the dev, but it really feels like the dev is setting it up like we're gonna have a sequel game where we're confronting Zero after, you know, we let Xeno go. Oh my gosh, I hope so. I'd be so excited to play that. Um, oh, he's so cute. Look at him. I really like that they let us know more about like his past, and he was a human. He was a human before he became an anti-god. Huh. Yeah, I like this. I'll really like this. I'm gonna stop blabbering around now. As always, there's gonna be a link down below, so you guys can go check out the game for yourself. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you guys can find it. And give the creator a follow. They're really cool. This is actually the same creator that created a Duality, which I played the demo of. I don't know if the full game of it's out yet. I'll have to check that. But I had a lot of fun playing that game and this game as well. And I look forward to seeing what else they create in the future. And now it is time to say goodbye, and I will see you guys the next one. Bye!